Imagine finding a single penny that could change your life forever. What if I told you that a rare 1969 D mint Mark Lincoln penny hiding in your pocket could be worth up to millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right, a tiny, everyday coin with the power to make you rich. But only if you know exactly what to look for. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know the secrets to spotting this rare penny and how much it's selling for right now. The 1969 D mint Mark Lincoln penny might look ordinary, but its true value lies in its rare errors and unique minting details. This penny was minted at the Denver Mint, marked by the small d beneath the year. While millions of these pennies were produced, only a handful possessed the rare doubling error that collectors go absolutely crazy for. Here's the catch: in 1969, the U.S. Treasury and Secret Service were on high alert because of counterfeit pennies circulating across the country. This led to a massive crackdown, destroying many error coins before they could ever hit the market. This makes the surviving genuine double-die pennies incredibly valuable and hard to find today. So, what makes this penny worth a fortune? It all comes down to the double-die error. This happens when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a clear doubling effect on Abraham Lincoln's face, the word liberty, and the year 1969. Check your coins carefully. If you spot these doubling marks, you might be holding a jackpot in your hands. In recent years, collectors have paid between $30,000 and $126,500 for one of these rare pennies at auction. In fact, one pristine example sold for $198,000, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies in history. And the excitement doesn't stop there. Even lower-grade versions of the 1969 D penny with this error can sell for thousands of dollars. So don't overlook those pennies lying around in old jars or tucked away in your drawers. Now, you might be wondering, how do you cash in if you find one? First, get your coin authenticated by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. This is crucial because only verified genuine error coins fetch the highest prices. Next, consider selling through high-end auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections, where serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Online platforms like eBay can also be a goldmine, but always ensure your coin is certified to maximize its value. And here's a pro tip: regularly check your loose change, bank rolls, and even estate sales. You never know where the next hidden treasure might be waiting. So, could you be sitting on a 1969 D Lincoln penny worth a fortune? Now you know what to look for and how to cash in on this rare opportunity. If you found this information valuable, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insider tips on rare coins that could make you rich. Copper penny in your hand, worth $1 million. Sounds impossible. Well, the 1971 S Lincoln penny might just turn that dream into reality. But here's the catch: most people throw these away without realizing their life-changing value. What if you're sitting on a fortune, and you don't even know it? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot a 1971 S penny worth a life-altering amount, and if you have one, you could cash in big. Now, let's get one thing straight: not all 1971 S Lincoln pennies are created equal. But some are worth more than a luxury sports car. The S mint mark tells us it was struck in San Francisco, famous for producing proof coins. But here's where things get interesting, and no, you don't need to move to San Francisco to find one. Thankfully, pennies travel better than most of us. So, what makes these tiny copper discs so valuable? It all comes down to rare minting errors and unique varieties. And if you find the right one, collectors are willing to pay a jaw-dropping price. Let's break down the 3 most valuable types of 1971 S pennies you need to watch for. because missing even one detail could mean missing out on thousands, or millions. First up, the double die obverse. This is the crown jewel of 1971's pennies. Look closely at Liberty and the year 1971. If you see a blurry, doubled effect, congratulations, you might be sitting on a jackpot. In pristine condition, one of these sold for over $100,000 at auction. But wait, there's an even rarer feature that could make your penny even more valuable. Next, we have the deep cameo-proof penny. Imagine a penny so shiny and perfect that Lincoln looks like he's about to step right out of the coin. These proof coins with a sharp frosted image against a mirror-like background are highly sought after. If yours has this dazzling effect, especially with a double die, you're looking at serious money. And let's be honest, when's the last time you checked your couch cushions? Could be $1 million treasure waiting to be discovered. Lastly, rare mint errors. Misprints, like an off-center strike or a missing mint mark, can skyrocket the value of your penny. In fact, a 1971's penny with a dramatic error recently sold for over $50,000. Imagine the look on your face if you found that in your coin jar. Now, here's where it gets real. Time is not on your side. As more of these rare pennies are discovered, their value could drop. But right now, collectors are paying top dollar for these treasures. So, don't wait, check your pennies today. You could be one lucky find away from a whole new life. But, before you start digging through your spare change, there's one critical mistake most people make when selling these coins, and it could cost you thousands. Don't make that mistake. Stick around for my next video where I reveal exactly how to sell your rare penny for maximum profit. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more insider tips on uncovering valuable coins. And remember, you're always just one penny away from changing your fortune. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change. What if I told you that a simple penny tucked away in your drawer could be worth a life-changing fortune? Yes, a humble 1979 Lincoln penny could be your golden ticket to millions. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around because today, we're diving deep into the jaw-dropping value of the 1979 penny, and why some people are cashing in big while others let these treasures slip through their fingers. And trust me, by the time we're done, you'll be racing to check your spare change. But here's the kicker, if you don't know what to look for, you could be sitting on a goldmine and not even realize it. Don't make that mistake. Now, you might be wondering, why would a 1979 penny be worth millions? Isn't it just a regular coin? Well, not exactly. You see, certain 1979 pennies hold rare errors and minting anomalies that make collectors pay a fortune. These aren't your everyday pennies, they're hidden gems that turn ordinary folks into overnight millionaires. And here's where it gets interesting. One of the key things to look for is a double die obverse. This rare error happens when the coin is struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling on the date or lettering. If you spot this, congratulations, you're holding a small fortune in your hand. Imagine this, while others mindlessly spend their pennies on coffee, you could be sitting on a piece of history worth tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's not all, there's another secret hidden in these pennies that could skyrocket their value. But we'll get to that in just a moment. When was the last time you actually looked closely at a penny? Let me guess, probably never. And hey, no judgment. But after this video, you'll never look at spare change the same way again. So, what exactly makes a 1979 penny worth millions? First, it's all about those rare minting mistakes. Alongside the double die obverse, another thing to watch for is the off-center strike. If your penny looks misaligned, that flaw could fetch you a small fortune. And here's a pro tip, always check the mint luster. If your penny has full, bright luster without any signs of wear, collectors are willing to pay top dollar and don't think these pennies are just lying around in coin shops. Oh no, people are finding them in pocket change, old jars, and even under couch cushions. Imagine finding a coin worth $50,000 while cleaning your car. Wouldn't that make your day a little brighter? But here's the twist, not every 1979 D penny is valuable. There are specific clues that separate an ordinary penny from a $1,000,000 treasure. And in just a moment, I'll reveal the one detail that makes all the difference. By the way, if you think I'll never find one, consider this. Someone just sold a 1979 D penny for over $100,000 last year. So, who says you can't be next? Alright, here it is, the ultimate detail that could make your 1979 D penny worth millions. Look for RPM errors, or repunched mint marks. These are pennies where the D mint mark was stamped twice or more, creating a blurred or overlapping effect. Collectors go wild for these because they're extremely rare and often hidden in plain sight. That if you find one of these rare errors, you could be looking at life-changing money. So, what should you do next? Check your 1979 D pennies immediately. If you spot anything unusual, get it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC, and most importantly, don't wait. Rare coins increase in value over time, and what's worth thousands today could be worth millions tomorrow. Imagine waking up tomorrow with an extra 6 figures in your bank account, just because you took the time to check your spare change. Don't let these opportunities pass you by. Start hunting for those valuable 1979 D pennies right now, and before you go, make sure to subscribe for more hidden coin treasures that could make you rich. Your next big payday could be just 1 penny away. The clock is ticking. How much is your penny worth? Find out now before it's too late. Could you be sitting on a $1,000,000 treasure without even realizing it? Somewhere in your loose change, an ordinary-looking penny from 1984 without a mint mark could be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. But here's the catch, most people overlook this coin, and it could cost them a fortune. Are you making that mistake? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify this rare penny, why collectors are willing to pay insane prices for it, and how much your coin could be worth today. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. One viewer recently discovered a rare penny that changed their entire life. Could you be next? Now, let's get straight to the point. What exactly is the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny, and why is it causing such a stir in the numismatic world? Typically, U.S. pennies from 1984 carry a small letter indicating the mint where they were produced, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco. But a rare production error led to a small batch of these coins being struck without any mint mark at all. And collectors? Well, they're obsessed with these mistakes, because in the coin world, flaws equal fortune. It's kinda like a designer handbag with a typo, except instead of a fashion faux pas, it could mean retirement money. But here's where it gets interesting, the US Mint has never officially disclosed how many of these no mint mark pennies were produced. This scarcity drives demand through the roof, and when demand spikes, so does the price. Alright, let's talk numbers, because this is where things get wild. In recent auctions, pristine condition 1984 no mint mark Lincoln pennies have fetched upwards of $50,000, even $100,000. And rumors swirl of a near-perfect specimen that could push the value to $1,000,000 or more. Imagine, a tiny penny turning into life-changing wealth. And if you're thinking, well, mine probably isn't worth that much, think again. Even circulated versions of this penny, yes, the ones that have been jangling around in pockets for decades, can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars. That's right, your old jar of pennies might just be hiding a fortune. Makes you want to dump out your couch cushions right now, doesn't it? Hey, no judgment, I'd do the same thing. But how do you know if you've got the right penny? Let's break down exactly what to look for, because missing a detail here could mean leaving thousands on the table. Here's your checklist. Grab a magnifying glass and your best detective skills. First, check the date. It must read 1984. Next, examine the area below the date. If there's no mint mark whatsoever, you're in business. But there's one more critical detail. Look for signs of doubling. This means the coin's design looks slightly duplicated, especially around Lincoln's ear and the inscriptions. Coins with this error can command insane prices. Feeling a little heartbeat in your pocket yet? Because you should be. Now here's the thing, you can't afford to wait. The coin market moves fast, and as more people catch on, the competition heats up. Every day you delay could mean someone else cashing in on your fortune. So, here's what you need to do next. Go through your loose change, your old piggy banks, and those forgotten jars in the attic. If you find a 1984 penny without a mint mark, get it appraised immediately. You could be sitting on a small copper coin worth a massive payday. And here's the kicker. There's another rare penny out there that's even more valuable than this one, and chances are, you might have that too. Want to know what it is? Stick around, because we're revealing it in our next video. Fortunes are hidden in plain sight, sometimes, right in the palm of your hand. But only those who act quickly will seize the opportunity. Will you be one of them? 1996 D. Lincoln penny hiding in your pocket change be the key to unimaginable wealth? What if I told you that this humble penny, worth just 1 cent, could sell for thousands, or even millions of dollars? And the most shocking part? Most people overlook it, tossing away a fortune without realizing it. But today, you won't make that mistake. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in on your hidden treasure. It all started in 1996. While the rest of the world was busy obsessing over the latest gadgets and pop culture, the Denver Mint quietly produced millions of Lincoln pennies. Most of them ordinary. But a select few, extremely rare error pennies, slipped through the cracks. And these rare coins are now commanding staggering prices on the market. Imagine flipping through your old coin jar and realizing you've been sitting on a retirement plan this whole time. Who needs a 401k when you've got rare pennies, right? But here's where it gets serious. Some 1996 D. Lincoln pennies have unique errors and distinguishing marks that make them incredibly valuable. So, what exactly should you be searching for? The answer might surprise you, and it could mean the difference between a penny and a fortune. The first thing you must check for is a double die error, a rare minting mistake that leaves slight doubling on the coin's features, especially on the lettering and date. If your 1996 D penny has this flaw, it could be worth upwards of $5,000 to $10,000. Or more. Wouldn't it be ironic if that penny you just used for a gumball was actually worth enough to buy the entire gumball machine? But there's another secret to unlocking big money. Look closely at the mint mark D. Some 1996 pennies have a misaligned or repunched mint mark. This tiny error, almost invisible to the untrained eye, can increase the value dramatically. And get this, pristine, uncirculated 1996 D pennies graded MS 67 or higher by professional coin graders can fetch as much as $15,000 to $25,000 in today's market. But that's nothing compared to the rarest discovery of them all, the one variation that has collectors shelling out life-changing amounts of cash. And I'll reveal it in just a moment. Here it is, the ultimate jackpot, the off-center strike error. If you find a 1996 D penny that was misaligned during minting, leaving a portion of the design missing, it could be worth a staggering $50,000 to $100,000, or more. And yes, verified sales show that ultra-rare, nearly perfect error pennies from 1996 have crossed the six-figure mark. That's right, a simple penny, overlooked by millions, quietly turning ordinary people into overnight success stories. And to think, people are still throwing pennies in fountains for luck, when the real luck is already in their hands. The clock is ticking. With more collectors entering the market daily, the value of these rare pennies is only rising. So, if you have any 1996 D Lincoln pennies lying around, check them now. You could be one coin away from a life of luxury. Don't let your fortune slip through your fingers. Search your coins. Check your collections. And if you find a rare 1996 D Lincoln penny, hold on to it like your future depends on it. If you found this video valuable, hit the like button, subscribe for more life-changing coin discoveries, and share this with someone who might be sitting on a hidden treasure. Your next penny could be your path to financial freedom. I'll see you in the next video, because when it comes to rare coins, knowledge is wealth. What if I told you there might be a 2006 D Lincoln penny hiding in your pocket, worth up to millions of dollars? Sounds crazy, right? But here's the truth, a single penny could be your golden ticket to a life of luxury. And guess what? Most people are throwing these rare coins away without realizing their true value. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes the 2006 D penny so valuable and how to spot one before it slips through your fingers. Now, let's break down the mystery behind the 2006 D Lincoln penny. While millions of these pennies were minted, a rare few contain critical errors or unique characteristics that make them worth life-changing sums of money. And no, I'm not talking about digging through your couch cushions like a treasure hunter, although, hey, stranger things have happened. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse. This occurs when the coin is struck twice by mistake, creating a doubling effect on Lincoln's profile or the inscriptions. Collectors go wild for these. Show a magnified image of a double die error while emphasizing key areas to check, date, "In God we trust." Another error to watch for is the misaligned die. If the penny looks slightly off-center, you might be holding on to a fortune. But there's one more error that could turn an ordinary penny into $1 million payday, and it's hiding in plain sight. I'll reveal that in just a moment. So, how much are these 2006 D Lincoln pennies actually worth? Well, recent auctions have seen these rare error coins fetch jaw-dropping prices. Depending on the condition and the error type, you could be looking at $10,000. $100,000. Or even more. That's not just pocket change, that's a whole new pocketful of dreams. For instance, a pristine 2006 D penny with a dramatic double die error sold for over $150,000 at auction. Why? Because serious collectors are willing to pay whatever it takes to get their hands on these rarities. But here's the thing. Most people overlook these pennies because they don't know what to check for. And the longer you wait, the harder these treasures become to find. And in just a second, I'll tell you exactly how to check if your penny is worth millions, and the one mistake that could cost you a fortune. So, how can you tell if you've struck gold with your 2006 D Lincoln penny? Here are 3 simple steps you need to follow. Step 1. Check the mint mark. Look for the small D below the date. This indicates it was minted in Denver. No D. Unfortunately, it's not the jackpot. Step 2. Inspect the details under magnification. Pay close attention to Lincoln's face and the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you see any doubling or misalignment, bingo. You could be holding a treasure. Step 3. Get it professionally graded. Rare coins need to be certified by reputable companies like PCGS or NGC to unlock their true market value. This step is crucial because buyers pay more for authenticated coins. And hey, imagine telling your friends you became a millionaire because of a penny. Talk about small change leading to big bucks. But don't wait too long. With each passing year, these valuable errors become harder to find. Check your change today before someone else cashes in. Your next step. Start hunting for those 2006 D Lincoln pennies. Who knows, the next coin you find could be your key to financial freedom. And if you want more insider tips on rare coins worth millions, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what we uncover next. Did you know that a simple 2007 D Lincoln penny could be hiding a fortune? Yes, that tiny copper coin jingling at the bottom of your drawer might be worth millions. Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, you're about to discover how one rare variation of this penny has sent shockwaves through the coin-collecting world. And if you own one, well, your financial future might just change forever. But here's the catch: most people throw these pennies away without ever realizing their true value. Don't make that mistake. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how to cash in BIGSO. Are you ready to uncover a hidden treasure? Now, let's dive into what makes the 2007 D Lincoln penny so special. At first glance, it looks like any other penny. Same copper-plated zinc composition, Abraham Lincoln's familiar profile, but there's a rare minting error lurking beneath the surface that has collectors willing to pay insane amounts. Here's the deal: certain 2007 D pennies were struck with doubling errors, off-center designs, and even mysterious die breaks. And these mistakes, they turn an ordinary penny into a jackpot. Imagine this: a penny you casually toss on the counter could actually be the key to a luxurious lifestyle, new cars, dream vacations, and financial freedom. All from a coin most people overlook. And here's where things get interesting. Let's talk numbers, because I know that's what you're here for. In recent auctions, rare 2007 D pennies with unique errors have fetched jaw-dropping prices, up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. Just imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing you've been sitting on a fortune this whole time. Here's a breakdown of what these pennies can be worth. Standard 2007 D penny, worth just face value, 1 cent, nothing exciting. Minor doubling error, valued between $50 and $500. Major doubling error or off-center strike, these rarities can skyrocket to $10,000, $50,000, sometimes even millions. And the best part? New discoveries are being made all the time, so your chance to strike gold isn't just a fantasy. It's a very real possibility. Quick question: when's the last time you checked your spare change? Because that penny sitting in your cup holder could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. But hold on, how do you know if your 2007 D penny is the real deal? Spotting a valuable penny isn't as tricky as you might think. Here's what you need to do next: look for doubling, examine Lincoln's profile, the word Liberty, and the mint date. If you see a shadowy, duplicated image, it's time to celebrate. Check for off-center strikes. If the design is shifted and doesn't align perfectly, that's another major clue you've struck it rich. Inspect for die cracks. Small, jagged lines running across the surface can make your penny even more valuable. And here's a pro tip: use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to catch those subtle errors most people miss. You wouldn't want to overlook a $1 million mistake, would you? Once you've spotted a potential jackpot, your next step is simple: get it appraised by a professional coin grading service, listed on reputable auction sites where serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar. But don't wait, because as more of these rare pennies get discovered, their value could fluctuate. Timing is everything. So, here's the million-dollar question: is there a fortune hiding in your pocket right now? There's only one way to find out: start searching today. Because that one penny you ignored, it could be the key to a lifetime of wealth and freedom. And if you think this is exciting, just wait until you hear about the other rare pennies out there that could be worth even more. Subscribe now and never miss your chance to cash in on hidden treasures. That a simple penny, yes, that tiny copper coin sitting in your pocket, could be worth up to $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But the 2016 mint Mark Lincoln penny is turning heads in the coin collecting world, and some lucky owners are cashing in big. And here's the kicker: you could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal why this penny is so valuable, how to spot the rare ones, and what makes collectors willing to pay life-changing sums. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might be rummaging through your coin jar with new eyes, and a whole lot of excitement. It all started in 2016. The U.S. Mint in Denver produced billions of pennies, but here's the twist. A handful of these coins were struck with errors so rare, they became instant goldmines for anyone lucky enough to find them. A man in Colorado was casually sorting through his spare change when he noticed something strange. A small but crucial mistake on a 2016 Lincoln penny. That tiny flaw. It turned an ordinary coin into a payday worth thousands. So, what exactly should you be looking for? Pay close attention, because these details could make or break your shot at a fortune. First, focus on the D mint mark under the date. That little letter means the coin was minted in Denver, and while most are common, a select few are anything but ordinary. Here are the key errors that make this penny skyrocket in value. Double die obverse, DDO. Look for doubled letters on Liberty or In God We Trust. This minting mistake is a collector's dream. Off-center strikes. If Lincoln's head is pushed to the side or the coin is missing part of the design, you're onto something valuable. Struck through errors. Ever seen a coin with a strange line or blob? That could be a foreign object pressed into the penny during minting, and it's worth serious cash. Quick question: when was the last time you actually looked at your pennies? Because if you haven't, you might want to start now. And here's where it gets even crazier: some of these 2016 pennies, in pristine condition, have sold for over $10,000 at auction. And experts believe that as more collectors enter the market, the value could climb even higher. But hold on, what if your penny isn't perfect? Is it still worth anything? Absolutely. Even circulated versions with visible errors can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. And with demand soaring, these rare pennies are becoming harder to find by the day. But there's one more secret that could push your penny's value through the roof. If your 2016 penny is in mint state, MS 67 or higher, collectors will pay a small fortune to get their hands on it. That means no scratches, no wear, and a stunning, shiny finish. Want to know the smartest move you can make if you think you have a rare penny? Get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A verified grade can turn a $50 penny into a $50,000 treasure. And here's the exciting part: even as you watch this video, someone out there is discovering a rare penny worth life-changing money. The next one could be yours. So, what are you waiting for? Start checking your coins. That penny sitting unnoticed in your drawer might just hold the key to your financial freedom. And if you think these penny values are shocking, wait until you hear about another Lincoln penny that's breaking records at auction. But that's a story for another day. Until then, happy hunting, and who knows? The next time you find a penny on the ground, it might just be your lucky break. 2018 mint Mark Lincoln penny, yes, one you might have lying around your house, could be worth up to $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll discover the hidden secrets behind these pennies, how to spot the rare ones, and why missing this information could cost you a fortune. Now, you might be thinking, a penny from 2018? Isn't that too new to be valuable? Well, here's the shocking truth. Some rare 2018 Lincoln pennies contain errors and unique features that make collectors willing to pay life-changing amounts for them. I mean, who knew your spare change could fund your dream vacation, or even retirement? So, what makes these pennies so special? It comes down to minting errors, tiny mistakes made during production that turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. And if you have the right one, you could be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. But here's the catch: not all 2018 pennies are valuable. Miss the key details, and you might toss away a fortune without knowing it. In a moment, I'll show you exactly what to look for, so you don't miss out. Alright, let's dive in. First, you need to check for a double die error. This happens when the design on the coin is accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable blur or doubling effect, especially on the letters, "In God We Trust," and the date. If your eyesight isn't what it used to be, now might be a good time to grab a magnifying glass, unless you enjoy squinting at pocket change for hours. Another thing to watch for: off-center strikes. This error occurs when the penny is misaligned during minting, leading to a visibly lopsided design. Collectors go crazy for these mistakes because they're so rare. And get this, some off-center 2018 pennies have fetched over $10,000 at auction. But that's just the beginning, because there's one specific error that's even rarer, and worth far more. Stick around, because in a moment, I'll reveal the ultimate jackpot. Imagine this: one lucky collector recently sold a rare error penny for over $1 million. Just picture how your life could change if you found one hiding in your coin jar. That dream vacation, paid in full. Your mortgage, wiped out. Your future, forever secured. So, here's what you need to do right now: check your 2018 Lincoln pennies for any unusual marks, doubling effects, or misaligned designs. And don't just stop at one, go through your entire coin stash. You never know which one could make you a millionaire. Who knew hoarding spare change could be your best investment strategy? But here's the thing: these valuable pennies are disappearing fast as collectors snatch them up. The longer you wait, the harder they'll be to find, and you don't want to be the one who misses out while others cash in. So, start checking right now, because your next penny could be the key to living the life of your dreams. Want to uncover more hidden treasures in your pocket change? Subscribe and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Your fortune could be just one penny away. But what if I told you that the 2021 Mint Mark Lincoln penny could be hiding in plain sight, and some rare versions of it are valued at staggering amounts? You might be sitting on a hidden fortune without even realizing it, and here's the kicker: most people don't even know these valuable pennies exist. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how to cash in on these extraordinary coins. Stay with me, because missing out on this could mean leaving life-changing money on the table. Let's dive in. The 2021 Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin so ordinary that millions pass through our hands without a second glance. But did you know that a tiny flaw, a unique mark, or a simple minting error can turn this everyday coin into a small fortune? Here's the deal: not all 2021 pennies are created equal. Some rare error coins have fetched thousands, even millions, at auction. And the best part? They're still out there, waiting to be discovered. So, what makes these pennies so valuable? It all comes down to errors and rarity. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins each year, but sometimes, just sometimes, mistakes happen. And those mistakes? Collectors pay a premium for them. For example, a 2021 D penny with a dramatic double die error, where the design appears twice, can be worth thousands. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you hear about the next error. A penny with a barely noticeable but crucial error slips through quality control. To the untrained eye, it's just another coin. But to a collector, it's a goldmine. One such error is the off-center strike, where the image on the coin is misaligned. Some 2021 D pennies with significant off-center errors have sold for thousands of dollars. And here's a jaw-dropper: a penny with a broad strike error, where the rim is missing, can skyrocket in value depending on its condition. Feeling a bit more curious about the pennies sitting in your change jar? Good, because there's more. Hey, you might want to check under your couch cushions after this. Who knows, you might just find your next retirement plan. Now, let's talk grading, because condition matters. Even the rarest penny won't fetch top dollar if it's scratched up. Coins graded as mint state, meaning they're nearly flawless, command the highest prices. So, if you find a 2021 D penny with an error in pristine condition, you could be looking at a financial windfall. But there's one error so rare, and so valuable, that collectors will pay whatever it takes to get their hands on it, and it could be hiding right in your pocket, this elusive error. It's called the transitional error. When the U.S. Mint switches designs or metal compositions, mistakes can slip through. A 2021 D penny struck on the wrong metal planchet, like a leftover blank from a previous year, could be worth hundreds of thousands, even millions. And here's where it gets exciting: these errors aren't all accounted for. That means there are undiscovered 2021 D pennies out there just waiting to change someone's life. So, what should you do now? Check your change. Every penny could hold a secret fortune. Look for errors, especially double dies, off-center strikes, and unusual metal colors. Get your penny graded. If you think you found something rare, a professional appraisal can reveal its true value. Imagine what one tiny penny could do: paying off debts, securing your retirement, or funding the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. That dream could be sitting right in your pocket, but only if you know where to look. So, the next time you spot a 2021 D Lincoln penny, don't dismiss it. It might just be your ticket to a wealthier future. And hey, if you found this valuable, hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started on uncovering the secrets to life-changing coin treasures. Don't miss out, your next fortune could be just one penny away. Imagine finding a penny that could change your life forever. A simple, ordinary-looking coin sitting in your jar, forgotten for years. But what if I told you that a rare 1975 D Lincoln penny could be worth up to $5 million? Yes, you heard that right. One penny, $5 million. And the best part? These valuable coins are still out there, hiding in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. Before you dismiss this as just another coin story, think about this. What if the key to financial freedom is already sitting in your pocket? What if you're holding on to a coin that could pay off your mortgage, wipe out your debts, and even let you retire early? This isn't fantasy. It's reality, and in the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly what makes the 1975 D Lincoln penny so valuable, how to identify it, and how you could cash in on a life-changing fortune. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1975 D Lincoln penny so special? It all starts with a rare minting error. During the production process, some pennies were struck with mistakes that collectors today are willing to pay millions to own. These errors are like hidden treasures, invisible to the untrained eye but worth a fortune to those who know what to look for. One of the most valuable errors is a double die strike. This happens when the coin is struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling of the design elements. On the 1975 D penny, this can appear on Lincoln's profile, the date, or even the mint mark itself. Imagine holding a penny and realizing you have one of these rare mistakes in your hand. Wouldn't your heart skip a beat? And here's where it gets even more interesting. Some 1975 pennies were struck on the wrong metal planchet, creating a coin with unusual weight and appearance. These off-metal errors are so rare that collectors will pay astronomical sums to add one to their collection. Could one of these be sitting in your penny jar right now? Before you rush to check your spare change, let's talk about the market. Rare coin collectors are constantly on the hunt for unique pieces, and the demand for error coins has skyrocketed in recent years. In fact, some auctions have seen bidding wars drive the price of rare 1975 pennies to millions of dollars. Why? Because these coins are more than metal, they are pieces of history, and owning one is like owning a piece of the American story. But here's the catch: not every 1975 penny is worth millions. You need to know the signs. So, how can you tell if you have a jackpot coin? Start by examining the mint mark closely. Is there any sign of doubling? Use a magnifying glass if you have to. Pay attention to the weight. If your penny feels slightly heavier or lighter than usual, it could be an off-metal strike. And always check for unusual patterns or imperfections. These tiny details could mean the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and a penny worth millions. And if you're thinking, this sounds too good to be true, consider this: ordinary people just like you have stumbled upon these rare pennies without even realizing it. Take the case of a man in Denver who found a 1975 penny with a double die strike while sorting through his late father's coin collection. That one penny sold for over $1.5 million at auction. Imagine what that kind of windfall could do for your life. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I find one? What do I do next? The first step is simple: get your coin authenticated. There are professional grading services like PCGS and NGC that specialize in verifying rare coins. An expert appraisal can confirm whether your penny is the real deal and give you an accurate estimate of its value. And once your coin is verified, the sky's the limit. Private collectors, online auctions, and rare coin dealers could be your gateway to a life-changing payday. But here's the thing: these opportunities won't last forever. As more people become aware of these rare pennies, the chances of finding one decrease. Every day that passes could mean another valuable penny slipping through your fingers. So, don't wait. Check your change, search those old coin jars, and take action before it's too late. And if you think the 1975 penny is the only rare coin worth a fortune, think again. There are other hidden gems out there just waiting to be found. In fact, there's another rare penny that's turning heads in the collector's world right now, and its value might just blow your mind. Stay tuned, because in our next video, we're revealing another coin that could make you an instant millionaire. You won't want to miss it. What if I told you that a single penny, hiding in your pocket or tucked away in an old coin jar, could be worth up to $4.5 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because today, we're uncovering the shocking truth about the 1984 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny and why collectors are willing to pay an absolute fortune for this tiny piece of copper. Imagine stumbling across an ordinary penny while cleaning out your drawers, only to realize it's your golden ticket to financial freedom. For many, that's not just a fantasy, it's reality. And by the end of this video, you might just discover you have one of these million-dollar pennies hiding in plain sight. But before you rush off to check your piggy bank, you need to know exactly what to look for. Because missing just one critical detail could mean leaving life-changing money on the table. So, what makes the 1984 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny so special? The story begins in the United States Mint, where millions of pennies are produced every year. Normally, Every penny has a small letter indicating where it was minted: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P for Philadelphia. But in 1984, a rare error occurred. Some pennies left the mint without any mark at all. A mistake so rare, it turned these seemingly ordinary coins into the ultimate collector's dream. Here's where it gets interesting. Most people overlook this penny because, at first glance, it looks just like any other. But the absence of that tiny mint mark transforms it from a common coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. And here's the kicker: some of these pennies have already sold for as much as $4.5 million at auction. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would anyone pay that kind of money for a penny? Well, coin collectors aren't just hobbyists. They are passionate investors constantly searching for rare and unique pieces to add to their collections. And when a mistake as rare as the 1984 no mint mark penny surfaces, the competition to own it becomes fierce. Imagine being the person who unknowingly spends one of these million-dollar pennies on a cup of coffee. Painful, right? So, how do you identify if you have one of these valuable pennies? It's simpler than you think, but you must pay attention to the details. First, flip over the penny and check for the date, 1984. If there's no mint mark below the date, you're already on the right track. But hold on, because not every missing mint mark penny is worth millions. There are a few more characteristics that separate the real treasures from the ordinary ones, and missing them could cost you a fortune. But here's the twist. The value of these pennies isn't just about the mint mark. Condition plays a massive role too. Pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. And when I say pristine, I mean nearly flawless, as if they were just struck yesterday. Even a small scratch could significantly lower the value. So, before you start cashing in your collection, make sure your penny is in top-notch shape. Now, if you do find a 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny, what should you do next? Don't rush to sell it. Many people make the mistake of undervaluing their coins. Instead, get it professionally graded by a reputable coin authentication service. A high grading score could mean the difference between a few $100s and millions. Think of it like appraising a rare diamond: the better the grade, the higher the payout. And here's a question for you. What would you do if you found a penny worth $4.5 million? Buy your dream home? Travel the world? It's a fun thought, but the reality is, these opportunities are rare and time-sensitive. As more of these coins are discovered, their value could change. So, if you think you have one, act fast, before you go digging through your loose change. There are even rarer varieties of the 1984 penny with errors so small they escape the untrained eye. Some have double dies, where the image on the coin appears slightly duplicated. These too can command astronomical prices, so it pays to examine your pennies carefully. So, the next time you hold a penny in your hand, remember this. That tiny coin could be the key to a fortune beyond your wildest dreams. And the only question left is, will you be the one to uncover it, or will someone else cash in while you let your treasure slip away? If you found this eye-opening, imagine what else could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Check your pennies, stay curious, and who knows, your next coin discovery could change your life forever. Penny in your hand, a coin so ordinary, you probably pass by dozens of them every single day without a second thought. But what if I told you that one of these pennies could secretly be worth up to $4 million? Yes, you heard that right, $4 million for a single 1988 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Sounds unbelievable. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might want to start checking your loose change a little more closely. Now, here's the shocking truth most people will never know. That 1988 no mint mark penny you could have lying around isn't just another piece of copper. It's a hidden treasure, and the market for rare pennies like this one is exploding. Collectors and investors are willing to pay jaw-dropping amounts for the right coin, and if you've got it, your life could change overnight. But why is this penny worth so much? What makes it so special? Let's dive into the story behind this extraordinary coin, and more importantly, how you can find one that in 1988, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. Most of them are common and virtually worthless. But a small number of these pennies were struck without a mint mark. This tiny detail is the difference between a penny worth a single cent, and one that could make you a millionaire. So, what exactly is a mint mark? It's a small letter indicating where the coin was made, usually a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But if your 1988 penny is missing this mark, you might be holding a rare error coin. And here's the kicker, these error coins were never supposed to leave the mint. But somehow, a handful did. And those few pennies are now some of the most valuable coins in existence. Now, before you run to check your coin jar, here's what to look for. Take a close look at your 1988 penny. If there's no tiny letter under the date, you could be sitting on a fortune. And don't just glance at it. Many people have missed their shot at life-changing money simply because they didn't inspect their coins carefully enough. Imagine losing out on millions just because you didn't pay attention. Scary thought, isn't it? And here's something even crazier. One of these rare pennies sold for over $4 million at auction. Think about that for a second. Someone found a penny, something most of us toss aside without a thought, and walked away with millions. What would you do with that kind of money? A dream vacation? Pay off your mortgage? Or maybe retire early and live life on your own terms? But let me be real with you, not every 1988 no mint mark penny will fetch millions. Condition matters. The more pristine the coin, the higher its value. Coins in mint state condition, free from scratches or wear, command the highest prices. But even a circulated penny in decent shape can be worth thousands. And here's a pro tip, if you think you have one, do not clean it. Cleaning a rare coin can slash its value in half, or worse, make it worthless. Now, you might be wondering, how do you cash in if you find one? First, get your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. This step is crucial because collectors want verified authenticity. Once graded, you can sell it through major auction houses or online platforms specializing in rare coins. And trust me, when word gets out, the bidding can skyrocket. And if you're thinking, well, what are the odds I actually have one of these? Consider this. Rare coins turn up in the most unexpected places. Coin jars, old collections, even pocket change from the grocery store. People have literally found million-dollar pennies in the most ordinary spots. So, why not you? Here's the bottom line, while most people ignore pennies, those who pay attention can strike gold. The 1988 no mint mark penny is living proof that life-changing wealth could be hiding right under your nose. And the best part? This isn't some distant treasure hunt. It's as simple as checking the coins you already have. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your pennies now, because every second you wait could be the moment someone else cashes in on a fortune that could have been yours. And trust me, you do not want to be the person who misses out. If you found this eye-opening, stick around. There are even more rare pennies out there that could make you a millionaire, and I'll reveal them in the next video. Don't miss it. Your pocket and pulling out a simple penny, a coin so ordinary that most people overlook it. But what if I told you that one single 1993 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be your ticket to a fortune of up to $3.4 million? Yes, you heard that right. A penny. But not just any penny. This rare and elusive coin has captured the attention of collectors and auction houses worldwide, making ordinary people unbelievably rich overnight. Now, before you start emptying every jar of spare change in your house, let me tell you why this particular penny is so valuable. The 1993 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is incredibly rare due to a striking error during production. Most pennies minted in 1993 bear either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But a small batch slipped through the cracks without any mint mark at all, a mistake so rare that collectors are willing to pay staggering amounts to get their hands on one. And here's the kicker: if your penny is in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value skyrockets even higher. So, what makes this error so special? Think of it like a printing mistake on a famous painting. It shouldn't exist, but because it does, it becomes a collector's dream. And when demand meets scarcity, prices explode. In fact, the highest recorded sale for a flawless 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny reached an eye-watering $3.4 million. Now, you might be thinking, is there a $3.4 million penny sitting in my couch cushions right now? Well, don't laugh, it's happened before. Take the story of a man in Ohio who stumbled upon a rare penny while cleaning out his late father's belongings. He nearly tossed it in a coin jar but had a gut feeling it might be valuable. That tiny coin sold for over $1.2 million at auction, changing his family's life forever. Now, imagine what finding a $3.4 million penny could do for you. That dream vacation, paying off your mortgage, securing your retirement, all from one lucky discovery. So, how do you know if you have the golden ticket hiding in your loose change? First, grab your magnifying glass because this detail is tiny but crucial. Examine the area just below the date on your penny. If there is no letter present, no D, no S, you could be holding a piece of numismatic history. But don't stop there. Condition is everything in the coin world. A shiny, flawless penny is like a winning lottery ticket. The better the condition, the bigger the payday. And if you do find one, get it authenticated immediately. The difference between a penny worth a few bucks and one worth millions lies in professional verification. Now, you might be asking yourself, could I really find one of these pennies, or is it just a pipe dream? Well, here's a thought to keep you up at night. There are still undiscovered 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies out there, waiting to be found. Every day, people unknowingly spend rare coins at grocery stores and gas stations, completely oblivious to their true value. And the clock is ticking. As more are discovered and auctioned, their value could climb even higher. Imagine the regret of realizing you had one and didn't even know it. And here's the crazy part. Experts believe that only a handful of these coins remain in circulation. What if one of them is sitting right under your nose? It could be hiding in your old piggy bank, an inherited coin collection, or even the next penny you get as change. Wouldn't you want to know if you were sitting on a small fortune? The truth is, life-changing opportunities rarely announce themselves. But today, you have the chance to turn something as ordinary as a penny into extraordinary wealth. So, check your change, inspect your old coin jars, and pay close attention to every penny that crosses your path. Because somewhere out there, a 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is waiting, and it could be the key to transforming your financial future forever. And if you think this is the only valuable penny out there, you won't believe the hidden treasures lurking in your pocket right now. Stay tuned, because the next coin we reveal could be even more valuable than this one. But what if I told you that an ordinary-looking 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny could be your ticket to a life-changing fortune? People across the United States are discovering these rare coins hidden in their pocket change, and one might be sitting quietly in your home right now. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny. How could it possibly be worth millions? But here's the truth, not all pennies are created equal. Some contain hidden errors and rare features that can skyrocket their value to unimaginable heights. And the 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny? It's one of the most sought-after treasures among coin collectors today. So, what makes this penny so valuable? The secret lies in the minting process. Occasionally, mistakes slip through the cracks at the Denver Mint. These errors, though rare, transform an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. Double die obverse, off-center strikes, and other anomalies are just a few of the mistakes that can make your penny worth an extraordinary amount. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare variations, and auction prices have reached jaw-dropping levels. In fact, one 2006 D penny with a unique error recently sold for nearly $3 million. Imagine what you could do with that kind of money: pay off your mortgage, retire early, or travel the world. And all it takes is one lucky find. But here's the catch: if you don't know what to look for, you could be letting a fortune slip right through your fingers. And trust me, you don't want to be the person who unknowingly spends $1 million penny on a cup of coffee. So, let's break down exactly what you need to watch for and how to identify if your 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is a hidden goldmine. First, inspect the coin carefully under bright light. Look closely at the lettering, the date, and the mint mark. Any signs of doubling or misalignment could be a major indicator of value. Pay special attention to the word Liberty and the year 2006. If you notice any overlapping or blurry details, you might have a double die error, and that could mean serious cash. Next, check for off-center strikes. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process. If part of the design is missing or shifted, you could be holding a highly coveted error coin. And here's a pro tip: the more dramatic the error, the more valuable the penny. By now, you might be wondering, what if I find one? Well, don't rush to your local pawn shop just yet. Rare coins like these deserve a professional appraisal. Seek out a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and evaluate your penny. This step is crucial because it determines the official grade and potential value of your coin, and here's where it gets exciting. Once verified, you can list your penny in major coin auctions, where eager collectors are ready to bid top dollar. Some auctions have seen bidding wars push prices to unimaginable heights. Your old penny could be the next $1 million sensation, but act fast. Rare coin values fluctuate, and demand for these unique pieces is rising. The longer you wait, the greater the risk of missing your opportunity. Picture yourself a year from now, watching someone else cash in while you still have that same penny collecting dust in a drawer. Don't let that happen. So, start checking your change today. That simple habit could transform your financial future. Who knows? The next time you reach for a penny, it might just be your ticket to a multi-million-dollar fortune. And if you think this is just a lucky fluke, stay tuned, because up next, we're revealing even more rare coins hiding in plain sight that could make you rich beyond your wildest dreams.